This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Checking in with the Yellow Jackets head coach before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will get the ball first. And now the junior transfer wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good. Hands in a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and you just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Walker. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Finds his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back to throw, it's Hill. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Ball was incomplete. I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
Long way to go on second down. This is a designed run. Got maybe a yard, third down and 9 coming.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback undesigned plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Right side, it's Powell.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Snapped on fourth down. and they'll go on the attack for the first time today.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Looking to throw, it's Hudson. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Left side is Acker. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Tells the run, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Scott. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
But when you're throwing a slant against man coverage, the timing's got to be perfect, right? The receiver's got to cross the defender's face. QB's got to put it out in front. It happens so quickly. That time, the timing a little bit off, and the ball falls incomplete.
Second down, gonna throw it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the first down. There he goes to the right. The 30. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to pass, it's Hudson. Rush right in his face. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll need a bunch on second down. Straight ahead, it's Scott. Nice move to keep running. Flying down the left side. The 20. And he scored! Touchdown, NC State! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it, it's Powell. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback keeper. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Calls his own number, and he could not get loose on the run. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here, let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Hill. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Second down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Hodges. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
Moving the pocket, it's Grimes. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He's loose down the left side. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of it, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And talk about being an...
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Moves the pocket. It's Grimes. Makes the catch. It's Walker. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rushes on. Doesn't get it there. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him. Got him in a third down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They're working that left side. Offense in a bunch formation. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rifles it down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Comes down, it's Hodges.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the middle. They reached into the bag of tricks on third down, and it did not work. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete.